Hey you guys, how y'all doing? As you can see in my face, I was really over it. Um, as I'll say at the end of this video, what you'll hear, hair depression is very real, and your girl was going through it. Okay. As you could tell from the title of this video, I am locking my hair. There's my handy dandy comfort hair towel. It's been fried, dyed, laid to the side, bleached. Don't say nothing about her though. We love her. Um, I'm locking my hair, but anytime I do my hair, regardless of what I'm doing with it, I have to detangle it first. And all my girls feel me on the detangling process. I hate it. And at this point, my hair has so much gel in it from doing it for work every day, or well, almost every day. And you see me scratching it and stuff because it was so dry and flaky between all the gel and mousse and edge control that I had in my hair, it was feeling crazy. And I had literally hadn't washed it in weeks, so it's just very tangled, very in need of TLC. I'm like inspecting it, just like, oh my goodness, yuck. But that's what happens. That's what happens. And anytime I detangle, okay, sometimes I do this where I start dry and then spray water first, but honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just put the water on it from jump. But I do it. I do it. You feel me? As you could see from my face, I was clearly struggling, which is why watching this, I'm like, yeah, you should have just put the water in your hair first, girly. I don't know who you thought you was. I don't know who you thought you was. That's right, spray it, girl. But anyways, I did want to talk to you guys just about hair and hair care and hair love and self-care because it's so important. And as I was mentioning hair depression, I did want to talk about how I've had an up and down struggle with my hair my whole life. When I was younger, I've talked about this in one of my other videos, but I wanted like long straight hair and I had the long part down. Okay, honey. At one point, my hair was down my back, but I didn't have it to where I could just have straight hair. Um, I would get my hair straightened, of course. Like my mom would either do my hair or she would take me to the salon. But especially as a kid who's active, as a black kid who's active, my hair did not always stay straight. And sometimes I got teased for my hair, even though I don't know. I guess because other people would have like box braids and stuff like that, and I would just have my hair out. But I always liked it like that. Like it was never an issue for me. But anyway, I got teased for my hair sometimes, especially when it would get puffy, because at that point they're calling me a poodle. But that's nothing in the grand scheme of what people used to say about me. Anyway, um, as I got older, I struggled with it a little bit more because a lot of girls had straight hair, and because a lot of times they had a texturizer or a perm. And my mom had a perm when I was growing up. Like I used to do her hair for her sometimes. Not do her hair for her, but like I would help her with her hair sometimes. So I knew what it was like to perm hair and stuff, but my mom would not let me touch it. And I'm like, girl, if it's so bad, why do you do it to yourself? But she grown, she could do what she want. It's her hair, and she paying for it, so it don't matter what I think, and respectfully so. And so when I was like, I think 13, 14, between the ages of 12 and 14, okay, I had asked my mom for a perm, and after some begging, she agreed to a texturizer, right? Actually, I don't remember if we went first texturizer or if we went just straight for the perm. I think we went straight for the perm, to be honest. But no, I think it was a texturizer. Anyway, the point is, she agreed to it. We did it, and like maybe it was because we were both nervous about me getting to the point where my hair was like burning and might fall out. We probably washed it out too quickly, like too early in the process. But when I was done with it, I went to the Dominicans and I was like, this is the same wash and set that I be getting without the perm. And when I washed my hair, like I think I just got like one use out of it. But even then, I remember going to when we went to the Dominican salon, and at this point, I was fluent enough in Spanish to understand keywords and buzzwords when I heard them. So I heard them saying, like, because we had told them that my mom did a perm on my hair, and they were like in Spanish, but it still looks natural. And I was like, yeah, because I understood them. I responded and was like, yeah, I don't know what happened. I know it still looks natural, but like, we did the perm. I don't know what to tell you. You just have to wash and blow out my hair and let's see what happens. But yeah, like it literally just felt like a regular wash and set, to be honest. So there was that. And oh my gosh, speaking of hair struggles, when I was 10, yep, when I was in 5th grade, this is around the time my mom was doing my hair a lot. And so because I had so much hair and it was so long, and I was tenderheaded and would be screaming and crying. She would wash and condition my hair day 1. Day 2, wash out the conditioner, blow dry my hair, and then do whatever style she was going to do to it. However, this particular time, when I went to sleep with the conditioner in my hair, the shower cap I had on fell off in my sleep because I'm a wild sleeper still to this day. And I woke up and I had one big old dreadlock in my hair. I kid you not. If we still had pictures of that time, I would show it. But yeah, in the video here, as you could see, back to the video, away from the stories now. I washed my hair. It felt so much lighter already just from washing it. Like you could see the relief on my face. I was like, "Oh my goodness, finally washed all of these weeks of work and stuff out of my hair." And so a lot of people told me to start my locks. I would only need to really use oils. So I used coconut oil, Jamaican black castor oil, the Mael Organics rosemary mint oil. By the way, shop Mael with me. And I used some tea tree oil. And okay, I do not have one of them 3-way mirrors yet. If somebody wants to gift me one, my Cash App is in my link tree. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. So I'm using my iPhone 11 and my MacBook to screen mirror each other, and that's how I was getting my parts. I already know they're not perfect, but that's gonna get corrected when I go to a stylist, even if she has to rip the hair. I know how that goes because I've had to do it. So yeah. And I just started with 2-strand twists, and I'm oiling my hair as I go down the strands. Um, I will say this at the end as well, that like I feel like I should have made them smaller, but I also you'll see what they look like, and y'all could let me know what y'all think when y'all get to that part of the video. Thank you. So now the process of twisting my hair has started. I'm clipping them as I go to hold them down, and then I also put one at the bottom to weigh them down so they didn't shrink. Cause I already know how my hair gets when the girls know. The girls that know. The girls that get it, get it. Anyway, back to the stories now. Now that I'm fully in the process of actually locking my hair, it's so funny that I'm telling the story about the time I had a one big ass dreadlock in my hair with dried up conditioner. Um, I woke up to my mom panicking, and then I started panicking because she saw the mess that I had created in my sleep. And so we were trying everything. She was trying to comb it out, that wasn't working. She tried to like cut around it and cut like stuff off with a straight razor, one of them short little ones that the barbers be using, you know what I'm talking about? I'll put a picture. But she was trying to use one of those and cut off a piece of her thumb. True story. True story, my people. Um, we were both devastated. It was a very hard time. So we went to the hair salon and we were like, what can y'all do? This is dried up conditioner. She was sleeping in her hair overnight. And as y'all can see, she got a lot of hair. So what can be done? They was like, we can't do anything but cut it. So I had to get my very first like big chop at 10. If I have any pictures, I'll insert them, but I don't think I had many pictures of that time of my life. Um, that'll be addressed in another video, I guess, because there's a lot behind that. But yeah, It was a sad time, but also my haircut was so cute. I looked like a 10-year-old Halle Berry. I'm joking, but I'm not. And it was really cute when it was curly, but that's kind of when I hated it the most. That was my first experience with shrinkage, but at the time I did not know the word shrinkage. So I was just very upset at how different it looked from straight compared to being curly. And that was in a time where I was very insecure about hair length because, like I was saying before, other people would make fun of me for it. So, yeah, which I don't even know why, because it's not like my hair was short in the slightest. Anyway, yeah. So, when I say I've had hair struggles in life, I mean it. It's not an exaggeration. I've literally had to start over. I've had to start over from tangles. From tangled matted hair. I've had to start over from heat damage. That was something I went through in high school because I was going to the Dominican salon like if not every week, every other week, or I was straightening it like every day or just about whenever I needed to in the morning getting ready for school. Especially cuz I would wake up and I would have sweated out my hair like I mentioned before and from just sweating in my sleep, not even from being that active. I was active, but not as active. Anyway, that's not the point, Lauren. Um, so I was straightening it a lot, be it from the salon or in the house. I was straightening my hair a lot. And then I think around my junior year of high school, that's when the natural movement started to become very popular and more girls were embracing their curls. And so I was like, I know what my curls look like let's do it. So I had one of my brother's friends help me out, but no shade to her, but like I feel like it was just a duh moment, but she was trying to do my hair and I noticed that she didn't wet it. Like she didn't wash or anything. So she's going just from my straight hair trying to make it curl. And she's like, "Oh my god, your hair is so heat damaged like it's not even curling up when I put the product in." And I'm like, "Maybe let's try wetting it first." And yeah. Like she wet it and was like, "Oh yeah, it's working much better now." Yeah, I'm sure. But anyway, so I did still have like straightened ends though, which was a big problem. And at the time I didn't really know as much as I should have to care. I should have cut those ends off much sooner. But you know, you live and you learn. Okay? Everything is a learning process, especially hair care. So at this point, I don't know if you've tuned me out and are just watching the process or if you're actually listening to what I'm saying. But at this point, I don't know if you've noticed, but I went from the back of my head to the front instead of going from the back to the middle to the front. I don't know why I do this process, but for some reason, it helps me part my hair easier, especially because I don't have one of those three-way mirror setups where I can just see like every vantage point and not really have to care that much. And honestly, usually I don't care about how I part the back of my head because that's not my business, especially with a protective style because I'm not a professional by any means. I do not claim to be a professional. I'm just, I guess, a hair enthusiast and I like learning how to do things myself. And if I could do it myself, I'll do it. Like, I'll do my own eyebrow. I do my own eyebrows. I'll do my own individual lashes. Like, if I could do the hair, I'm gonna do the hair. And I've retwisted Bestiana's hair. So at this point, I feel like I know a little bit about locks and stuff. So you know, I was like, I'm pretty sure I could start the process myself. Like, I don't think it's that hard. And all I know is that when I'm actually looking to get it maintained and styled, I will be booking a professional. But in terms of retwists, I'm pretty sure I'm not even pretty sure. I could do that myself. That's just something I've already learned at this point. So, and with a retwist, I'm not expecting my hair to be all neat and beautiful anyway because it's just maintenance. But when I want to style and stuff like that, I'm booking the girls. You feel me? If you know any locticians in NYC, feel free to drop them in my comments or DM me. If you're one yourself, feel free to slide and we can make it do what it do, baby. But yeah. As I was saying before, I went from the back of my head to the front just so I can get a vantage point of the parts and make the most of my hair. And I got a lot of it, Chad. I do also feel that I have to mention that I was watching Desperate Housewives as I was doing my hair. I'm pretty sure this is the day that I finished the show as well. If it's not, then it was the next day. But either way, I was in the final season of Desperate Housewives and I didn't even know it. I thought it had 10, not 8. So I was a little upset about that. I'm not gonna lie. But overall, great show, 5 stars, 10 out of 10, however you want to rate it. I love white people's suburban drama. Like, oh my goodness, the idea of a perfect little white picket fence neighborhood, but you don't even know. Everybody got secrets. Everybody got skeletons in a closet, figuratively and literally. Like, oh my god, such a good show. And as you see at that point, I had to sit back because the girls know. Well, some girls know about the back problems. Sometimes I just gotta sit back. I can't sit up all the time. And I really have to work on my posture. That's just something I need to work on in general because I do not want to be no humpback old lady. I don't. But yeah, Desperate Housewives is such a good show. I honestly already want to restart it. I hate when I love a show so much that I could just like after watching it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna rewatch this. I did it with Once Upon a Time. I did it with Bob's Burgers. I did it with Archer. Oh my god, I love Archer. I can't believe it's over. They really need to release an Archer Rogue or something. Like I heard rumors about it. I read little articles about like could be's, but I need it. I love Archer. And that's a show that has made me cry. So did Desperate Housewives. I've cried for Shameless. I've cried for The Shy. I've cried for The Neighborhood. Oh my God, that's another show I'm obsessed with. A CBS show. A freaking CBS sitcom. I could not believe it. Because my mom watches it, right? And like she would watch it sometimes when I would be around her, and I would like be like, but I would always say I wouldn't watch it. That and Bob Hart's Abby Shola, I still don't think I'll ever watch that. Just the concept of this man falling in love with his mom's caretaker, and then he gets introduced to the African culture, and is just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry if I've offended anybody. I just don't think I'll be giving it the time of day. And that's how I also felt about The Neighborhood. But then I was like, you know what? One day I was just like, I'm on Paramount Plus. Let me see what it's about. And my mom was telling me to watch it because she was like, it's so funny. And then there's a guy on there from Snowfall, even though his character on Snowfall, Scurry Man, very triggering Scurry Man. But yeah, um, he's actually really nice on The Neighborhood, and it's a really good show. It's a great family sitcom. It's a great. Okay, I will admit that it's one of those shows that I does feel like panders when it comes to teaching people about the Black struggle and the differences between cultures. I do feel like at times it's a little pushed, but it's a CBS sitcom, so I really don't expect anything less. Whoa, my voice cracked on that one. But yeah, anything less. Um, but overall, I do think it's a good show. Give it a try if you like sitcoms in front of a live studio audience. And that's one thing I love too. I love live studio audiences still being a thing because that interaction, I want to be in a live studio audience one day or be on a stage in front of one. Either way, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. No Camila Cabello. What's crazy about watching this with the magic of technology is that I was able to get it down to about 30 minutes for the whole process, when in reality, it took me, if not 3 hours, almost 3 hours, maybe even pushing towards 4. I'll check my camera to see what time I started recording and then see how long it was actually in real time and put it in here. Editing Lauren, you already know what to do. I got you, girl. So yeah. Um I uh to talk about more hair struggles, I went through a time in college where I had protective styles like basically the whole school year, which I don't even consider that a hair struggle. Actually, in a way, it was because I already knew out here that I would not really be able to find anybody that would be able to work on my hair and know what they were doing. I tried it once, I went to Supercuts, big mistake. But at least I learned it within my first semester of freshman year. So that's when I knew. That is when I knew. Yeah, girl, get them braids, get them faux locks, get them twists. And then when you come home for vacation, get some more. Cause ain't nobody up there touching your hair. And at the time, I didn't really consider the fact that there were other black girls on campus that could have maybe helped me, but they weren't in my vicinity. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I finally got to the left side of my head. Girl, when I say watching this sped up and just knowing how long it really took, I am I'm so proud of myself because I know for a fact while I was doing these, I was getting so tired and like annoyed. But like at this point, it's like when you get that first line of a tattoo, you might as well keep going. You started it, it'll hurt you more if you give up now. Just go through the whole process. Speaking of tattoos, I am fiending for another tattoo. Tattoo number 6, me now, and 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 and 12. But once my bank account is right, y'all will see a lot more tats. Trust me. And then at that point, I will actually be more excited about giving tattoo tours because I don't mind giving a tattoo tour, but it's so short. It's a very short tour. Um, who's that fun for? You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, though, since we are now on the left side of my head, it is reassuring that the process is almost over. And looking at the timestamp, it definitely is almost over in terms of this being sped up. But in real time, it was not that much. It was still a good amount of time. Like I said, I'm gonna look at the time and put it all together. But this process was not easy. But honestly, that's the point of me locking my hair because I won't have to deal with this every week or every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. And that's the problem. I get to certain points, aside from just mental health, having the mental energy and capacity to do my hair sometimes is just, it's not there. Like, I literally have had times where I got so annoyed with just the detangling process that I was ready to cut it all off. There's times within the past few years, actually, I've called my mom crying, like, I'm ready to cut it off right now. I'm so tired of doing my hair. It started to feel like a burden and it started to feel stressful, and I don't want my hair care to feel stressful. I love my hair. It's one of the things that I love most about being me, because my hair has become such a big part of my identity over the years because I learned what to do with it and explored what to do with it. And I found so many things that I love and enjoy. I love when my hair looks certain ways and I feel so confident in those times. So when I don't do my hair, I do feel burdened. I feel heavier. I feel darker. I feel bad. And I hate those times because sometimes it's really hard to pull myself out of it, especially with, like I said, mental health. And it's just, sometimes it's really a hassle. That is not to say I don't love my hair or love the process of doing my hair. It's just tedious and I'm not always up for it. I'm just being real. So those who get it. That's all. That's what I'm gonna say. Cause I know there was this whole thing on TikTok with the ladies saying that having like 4B seed texture hair is not fun and it's a burden and stuff like that. And listen, when you don't know what you're doing with your hair or don't know what to do with your hair, I understand feeling like that. But to act like your hair is not a beautiful blessing, I can't get behind that. At me in the comments if you feel some type of way. Please, like I said before, give me that engagement. I've actually really enjoyed when my videos get thumbs down on here because it lets me know I'm pissing people off. And if I'm not inspiring someone and pissing people off in the same breath, what am I even talking for? I don't know if that makes sense. It'll make sense to the girls that get it, get it. How many times have I said that in this video at this point? But back to what I was saying for real. Like, I've gone weeks without doing my hair several times. This time was not the first time it happened. And every time I would say, like, I need to do something with my hair. I need to just lock it. And what's really funny is when I was in high school, I had a life plan for myself that has not panned out in the slightest. Anyway, I thought, because in the time I was in a relationship, and I thought that I was going to marry that person when I graduated college at 22. At 21, we would be engaged by the time I was 22. And when I graduated college, I would be locking my hair at 22. Um, that relationship ended when I was 19. I did not graduate college. I, in fact, dropped out twice. And also, I did not lock my hair at 22. What was I doing with my hair at 22? I don't even remember at this point. I couldn't tell you. I think I was just wearing it out for the most part. Like, or I would leave some twists in for a while, then do a twist out, or leave some braids in for a while and do a braid out. But I don't think I was doing much with my hair at the age of 22. I was going through a lot at the age of 22 now that I think about it, for real. That was the brief silence there, but let's not dwell on that. This is about hair. Well, yeah. Anyway, um so I've done a lot with my hair over the years, and like I said, I did plan on locking it when I was 22, but for some reason there's always this thing of me wanting to do more with my hair, and like I always have plans for my hair and I never really actually go through with them. Because the whole reason I wasn't locking my hair yet was because I wanted, actually, I'll talk about this at the end of the video. But either way, there's always something that was leading me to delay the process of locking my hair, because I also said that this year I would become a sewing girly and learn how to do my own sewing and learn how to lay my own wig. I could probably still do the wig, but what sewing I'm gonna do with locks in my hair? Actually, I'm pretty sure there are ways to do that, but either way, if I don't learn how to do it myself, and I don't know. I keep making promises to myself to learn how to do stuff, and sometimes I don't fall through, but or it's delayed. Like, even with me locking my hair, it's delayed. So I'll probably still be able to do a wig over it, I hope. If not, there's always the thought of, if I'm really feeling eager to do other stuff with my hair, I could comb them out. But in the meantime, in between time, when I don't want to do my hair time, these locks are here. They are here. Um, there is still a part of me though that feels unsure of it, which you'll hear at the end of the video as well. Um, Parts of me feels like, because it is such a big commitment, I really could and should wait, but I also just don't know because I've become so tired of doing my hair. And I hate feeling like that. And then with work and stuff, it's not always easy to just, I shouldn't be gelling it down every day and slicking it up or back every day anyway. And this is just to relieve some tension and stress in my life. And speaking of which, the process at this point is done. I'm taking the pins out. I went to blow dry it off camera, but it wasn't really that wet, but I just wanted it to stay dry and not shrink after I took the clips out. But if you've watched it thus far, thank you so much for listening. I always thank you guys like a million times because I really do appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys listening. I even appreciate it when like you comment, because that really does let me know y'all enjoy my content. So yeah, I love y'all. Thank you so much. And I didn't say this at the end, so I'm gonna say it now. But I love you. And I hope you love you. And I hope you love me. But baby, if you don't, it is quite all right. If you're new here, you don't know why, but I'll tell you. It's because I love me enough for the both of us. Thank you again for being along for this whole process. And look at my girl. She is looking nice and silky and clean and fresh. I was just playing with it and enjoying the view. And oh, the beautiful process of oiling your scalp. Oh my god, I love it. I'm about to do that as soon as I finish editing this video. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna yai. I'm about to oil my scalp as soon as I finish because it's honestly so relaxing to do. So I don't know why I wasn't doing it more because I do have a dry scalp and it does need to be moisturized. So I've been playing with myself. Pause. But we getting right. That's the whole point of this whole video. Oh my gosh, look at this silkiness. Oh my god. They do not look as clean and fresh today, but I'm going to just try to lay it down better and see what happens. But look at her. She's smiling. She happy. She feeling free, as she should, and as you all should. Take care of your hair, y'all. It is very important. How you feel is how you look in a way. I feel like I said that. Anyway, I love y'all. Bye. Well, not bye, because I still got something else to say, but you'll see. Screw you! I'll be updating you guys every month on this process as it goes and grows. I feel better already. I literally feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, literally and figuratively. I'm excited for this journey. I can already see myself fully locked. And honestly, I feel like I should have made them smaller, but I think it's perfect at the same time. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better. Hair depression is real, y'all. And I do believe that how you look can be representation of how you feel on the inside. And I hadn't washed my hair in weeks. I was dreading the process, no pun intended, because it's such a hassle. It really is. That doesn't go to say I don't love my hair, because I actually absolutely do. Like, even locking it is such a big thing for me because I love my curls. I love my fro. I love when I have a good twist out. You feel me? I love straightening my hair. But I kept saying, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I was supposed to cut my hair into a bob, get a silk press, and do a pink peekaboo at the bottom. And I've been talking about it for years. I've been talking about locks for years. And I've reached a point where I just think it's that time. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching and listening. If you listened and watched this whole video, if you did, comment down below your favorite food to eat. And now I already know somebody's still gonna watch that and not comment it, but it's okay. Thanks for watching once again. Give me a like, a comment, a subscribe if you haven't already. I'm almost at 100. Once I'm at 100 subscribers, I will be doing a Q&A video so y'all can get to know me. The goal overall is 500. But in the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy this. Oh, my head feels so light and free. Oh. And you know what's really crazy? I could end up taking these out and having a really nice ass twist out. Peace.